Magomed Ankalaev made it 8 straight wins in the light heavyweight division on Saturday when he defeated Thiago Santos by unanimous decision in the UFC Fight Night 203 main event. A solid performance from Ankalaev here, nothing we're going to be talking about at the water cooler for too long on Monday, or going to be bringing up in terms of some of the more memorable fights in recent memory. It was a pretty ho-hummer over the course of 5 rounds, but Ankalaev did what he had to do against a extremely dangerous opponent in Santos and just kind of cruises his way to a unanimous decision. Did have a shaky moment there in one of the rounds where he did get knocked down, but he was ultimately able to recover, get his wits back, and kind of just work his way to the decision there. And again, 8 straight wins for him. No easy feat in any weight class or against any level of competition in the UFC, and he has been doing it against increasingly more difficult opponents. But he is going out there and winning the fights and winning them in rapid succession here. And afterwards, Ankalaev saying he thinks he is the most worthy of a title shot in this light heavyweight division, and it is an interesting statement, an interesting dynamic here. Of course, you would expect him to say that, but is that the type of performance you want to usher into a title shot in someone's first UFC main event? Ankalaev saying that he wanted to go all 5 rounds so he could show he is ready and know in his level of confidence that he would be ready for a UFC title fight, which of course is 5 rounds as well. I can respect that if that's the case, but I don't think you're by any means fast tracking yourself to a title shot by doing that. But just the landscape of this division may actually allow it. Of course, we know Glover Teixeira and Yuri Prochazka are going to be fighting for that title in June, and who comes after that, I do not think it is super clear. It seems like we're going to get a rescheduled fight between Alexander Rakic and Jan Blachowicz. Perhaps if Rakic wins that, he could be the guy to fight for the belt. I think his resume is certainly stronger than Ankalaev's if that was the case, but just how will the UFC make that choice at the end of the day? So I think Ankalaev actually may definitely want to sit around and see what happens in that title fight and see where he can find himself after these next few bouts in the division play out. But if the UFC does feel the need to give him one more and kind of want to allow him another performance to maybe make up for this one and show that he can go into a title shot off something definitive, I would like to see a fight between him and Anthony Smith. I think that could be a lot of fun. I know Anthony Smith is willing to take on all comers, and if they made it worth it on his side in terms of compensation and all those things, I think he would be more than ready and willing to take on Ankalaev and kind of make a climb and a statement towards another title shot of his own. So I think some fights have to play out before we ultimately know where everything falls in this weight class. But of course, Magomed Ankalaev, exciting or not, does win this fight and puts himself in a great spot at 205 pounds.